Makayla Renee Settler's life was completely changed on July 21st, 2025. A 18-year-old college student who had just relocated her entire life to Ventura County, California to stay with her father, who had made her promises of paying her tuition and teaching her how to trade. Makayla was from Raleigh, North Carolina, and she was a bright and bubbly girl, someone who was described as kind and caring, someone who was excited to start her brand new life in a brand new place that she had always dreamed of. Makayla's family was also excited for her opportunity to be there because they were finally going to get to reunite. They had made plans to go to San Diego, plans to go to Mexico, and travel all around California, making beautiful memories. Makayla's mother was excited, but she was a little hesitant, so she decided that she would come with her for the first month to stay in California while she transitioned into her new life. But Makayla's dream would shatter within 72 hours. On the night of July 21st, 2025, Makayla picked up the phone and called her mother and said, "Mommy, will you please come pick me up?" Makayla's mother rushed to be to her side, picked her up and put her in the vehicle, and as soon as she was in the privacy and the comfort of her mother's car near her mother, she opened up and explained what had happened. Makayla's own biological father, Stephen Vincent Chavez, got his daughter to the point of intoxication with coercion, and then brutalized her body in the most vicious and violent way a father could ever touch their daughter. For 4 solid hours, Makayla would fight against her father, telling him to stop. Even when Makayla said, "I'm bleeding and this hurts, please stop," her father reportedly said, "Well, you know what that means." Makayla was rushed to a local hospital in so much pain that her uncle had to carry her through the doors. The doctors performed a rape kit. Police showed up and gave an interview to Makayla while she gave her statement. And they found that Stephen Vincent Chavez, her biological father's DNA, was inside of Makayla. Her cousin Crystal stated in her video on her page, "She couldn't even walk from the pain he caused her body. My father had to carry her into the hospital, and from that moment forward, we thought we did everything right." Her cousin described her clothing soaked in blood, including that of her hospital gown, on the front and the back. After the rape kit was performed and Makayla was discharged from the hospital, the family relocated with Makayla to a safe house. Investigators came and Makayla gave her statement again. Sadly, though, on December 22nd, 2025, Makayla took her life because the pain that her father had caused her was too unbearable for her to be able to go forward. Makayla's family has all the evidence. They have the DNA. They even have the letters that Makayla was leaving in the months leading up to her suicide. They also have the proof that shows that because of this violent and brutal attack by her own biological father, the man that was supposed to protect her and love her and make sure nothing happened to her, was the person that did this to her. Makayla's notes detailed her thoughts, they detailed her feelings, and they detailed her questions. Makayla could not understand why her father would have done this to her. Her confusion, her outrage, and her sadness led to her taking her own life. Unfortunately, though, the DA of the area doesn't feel this way. DA stated to the family that at best this is a he said, she said situation, and since she's dead, there's no one there to be able to defend Makayla. Makayla can't come into the courtroom and tell her story. This puts her father, Stephen Vincent Chavez's rights above her own yet again. Because Makayla is no longer here to be able to stand up to the monster that was supposed to protect her. The monster that she trusted and the monster that she loved. According to the cousin's video, Makayla fought for as long and as hard as she possibly could, but the pain of the situation was too unbearable. Her cousin gave a recount of what Makayla said that night. When she told him to stop, when she said she was bleeding, his response was, "Well, you know what that means." What kind of father says that to his daughter? April 24th, 2026, just in a few weeks, the DA has a meeting scheduled to sit down with Stephen's lawyers and a judge to determine whether or not Makayla has a case, or Makayla's family. As the DA has already stated, Makayla might not have a case because Makayla is no longer here. Makayla's life matters just as much as the impact of her passing does. For Makayla's family, we need to help as much as we possibly can. In the comments of this video, you will find a Google Drive that Murder by Nature has created as a letterhead to Ventura County DA. And I encourage you and anybody else that sees this video to please use it and to send it in as quickly as you possibly can, because we cannot let Makayla's story go untold, and we cannot let Makayla pass without fighting for her. Makayla's fight is now in her family's hands, but it's also in ours. I encourage you to please follow Crystal to get the latest updates and to also be able to follow along for the story of Makayla from a first-hand account and also to show as much support to the family as possible. If you see videos about Makayla, please repost them. We need everyone talking about this because with the rate that we are going in our country, especially judicially, we are seeing a rise in femicide. If a girl who had just started her life could be raped by her father, and to the point that it traumatized her so badly that she commits suicide, and they're going to sweep it under the rug, I can only imagine what they're going to do to others. I hope you have a beautiful night. Please stay blessed, stay happy, stay safe, and stay full. And I will see you soon. Bye bye.